Hello, IK here. Welcome to user can change profile, profile and addresses, delivery address and billing. Users must be logged. Here is an address. Here is a login.js component. We must type email and password. Typing email uh, would used in database to find does that email exist because of that email must be unique, must be like primary key unique, cannot be two same. And one email, one user. Find email. After that, if email exists, it means that user exists. And now must compare uh, password with this typed in login, that password compared with password in database for that concretely email. First email, fine. Second, that process we will see. Now is important big picture. We start from login.js. It is component. It is a React component. Type email and type password. Login. And now we are in component customer. Component customer. And in that component customer, we see add possibility before we have, from before we have orders. Now we have edit profile or edit addresses. Edit profile, and you look at name, email, all that can be changed. The user can change delivery address, billing address can change. At this moment is same data, edit profile, edit address. Profile, it would be uh, this upper part, name, email, role, and address, edit address. If we look at it, it is the same data, but we changes address here. It is important that it is not important that is same. Now edit address and edit profile opens in same data. We see same update users form. Uh, but it is important that user know that can change, edit profile, edit profile and edit addresses, create what is and changes what is want. Okay, uh, how we coming from login.js to customer? That process from login to customer with two data, email and password. That process from login component, it is front end React component, to coming from to come to uh, customer pages, and in that customer we have a button edit profile, edit address, and when we on click on that button would be open update possibility, update of all users data, update profile, update addresses. Here is one panoramic look at in that process. We start from login.js. It is a React component. It's running in browser, and it is front end. And we coding what is the important part, if something like that exists in programming, all is important. Here we declare a response variable equal await dispatch login users with object with the two parameters, email and password. Email and password. we dispatch to login user. Dispatch to login user. It is important for us this moment. Dispatch to login. Dispatch is a function method of store, and method of store, and the parameter of that method of store, React store, is login user. Login user is a thank function, and the parameter of that thank function, email and password. It happened when we push in button login. When we type email and when we type password, here it is email and password like parameter of thank function, and thank function is here down in that we have Axios library dot post. It is a request to thank, send request, thank function, send request to backend, and what is Express in Node.js server, send request post. You see Axios post, address of endpoint, HTTP address of endpoint, and it is parameter of post, and credentials. Credentials is object. What is in it? It is email and password. You look at how it is simple here. We never write it type code that email and password together in like object equal credentials. No, we put comma against endpoint address, very important for us user login, and credentials. In credentials, if you control console.log response data here, you control what is in response, but it is end of story. But when you type console.log credentials, for example, credentials, you will see email address and password. But here, log response data, it would be in that response concretely would be message and thank. But okay, now it is this moment I don't spoke about that. I want to see a big panoramic image of process from login to Redux together. Login and Redux are front end. You see, together they are front end. And thank function send request post request Axios library method post request post to whom? To backend to Redux. Not backend, Redux is front end in browser execution. In to backend is Node Express, and on a Node Express application Express, web application Express, web application coded in JavaScript and execute in Node.js, execute only in Node.js, and that backend Express application communicate with the database, and that post with that credentials where is email and user, Express send SQL query. It is language of database, what database understand. Express don't understand it. we write SQL, we know code it, but and that S select from users, select all from users, where email is instead a question mark, we write email, and we have concretely user in database. It would be only one user, one record in table users. Express send SQL query to database with which protocol? With protocol MySQL 12. What protocol is between login and the tunc function, the Redux? No, what protocol would be between Redux and Express? It is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Here it is, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, SQL query go to database, database understand that query, and in object result response to Express, Express response to Redux, and that user go to store, go to reducer, and in store we have a ready login users. It is users what is logged. Now we have in store, in Redux, we have that user, all data about that user. And who need that data of user can be subscribed to Redux. And how you subscribe? By use selector. And the customer page is subscribed to users. We declare users equal use selector, and it is equal to state of user, state login user. And in that state, we have a properties. It is object, but we have properties user, and connected. We can connect it concretely user in customer with user properties of state in Redux. And then this moment we have in customer users coming from Redux, and child component in that in customer component, child component is update user form, and that update user form would be visible when we push on button. Here I can go. Not here. Here we see edit profile, edit address. We have a button edit profile or edit address. When we put edit profile, we see update user form. Update user form open with all data existing in database about that user. And we can change anything in this address and the data, profile name, email, etc. Here it is. It means that customer page, there is a child update a user form, and it would be visible. We call it by put edit profile or edit address. This panoramic image of what happened is very important for learning. We start from front end. It is React. Front end is React and Redux. Redux is state manager, global state manager. Component what needs states from Redux have to be subscribed by use selector. Login.js dispatch login users email and password, login user thank function, login.js dispatch email password to login user, login user send request to Express, send request to Express web application, Express running on Node.js, Login.js and Redux running in browser. It is front end. It is about using interface. Login.js and Redux is about state, global state. Front end, Express web application in JavaScript, coded in JavaScript, running on Node.js and communicate with the database, MySQL concretely in this situation, with database. Again, login, front end, send to thank, to Redux, to thank, login user thank, send email and password. Login user thank, communicate with Express, with the hypertext transfer protocol, communicate, send request to Express, and Express send SQL query to database, response object coming with to Express, from database to Express, response, object response go to Redux, and in Redux we have all about that users, and every component, like customer component, for example, what needs something about from that lodged user must be subscribed to Redux store by hook use selector, and there is all what need. Customer is subscribed and created users. It is users from Redux, but created local users equal global Redux users. And because customer is parent of update user form, update user form with child, that user from parent customer go like props, like properties, short props to update child update users form, and it is all data about user, and we see data of profile and delivery address, billing address. We see all that data in update user singular user form, and we can update changes data and put to button that changes. Okay, for this video, I want that you be concentrate, you be focus on this panoramic picture. Login, send to Redux, dispatch to Redux, Redux request Express, Express send SQL query, and same part back. Result of SQL query in database result is one recorded in table, one user. Express response that user back to Redux. Redux now have users. It is a global state about Redux, about a user, and that user can take any component what needed. Customer component take create local user equal global user, and child update user form have all data about that user, and we can update it. For this video, it's all. Thank you for watching this video.